what's up? This is Chris from ElectroFame. So today is a special day. Finally we can show you the Ramos i10 Pro dual boot OS. So this review will be a bit special just because we have Windows and Android to show you. So the first part of this video will be about just showing what is inside of the box and the appearance of this tablet and the options, and then we will go through the Android system and the Windows system, and in between I will show you how to access to both of them without any trouble at all. Okay, so first of all, this is the box, the packaging of the Ramos i10 Pro. So you can see here, no problem at all. So for quick specifications, as you can see, it's pretty interesting, so we'll get through everything later on. No need to explain anything right now. So if we open the box, here we go is first the tablet itself. So this is a yellow version, and you have the white version available now. We'll get back to it very soon. So apart that, what else do we have? So if we succeed to open, so then we have a little box inside in the middle. This box is actually the usual manual, which is in Chinese, but if you have any trouble, for sure you can contact us and we will get back to you as soon as possible, okay? Otherwise, we have the license from Windows. So this is the true serial number, okay, so no problem at all. So this is a true version of Windows 8. Apart that, we have a little box here on the side, and what is inside is few items. So first of all, we have the OTG cable that you can see here, okay. Then we do have a micro USB cable, as usual, okay. And we also have a charger to recharge your tablet, okay. So you see here the specifications. So this is a US plug, but just bear in mind that when you check out, you can choose the UK or the EU plug, and we will put it in the package for you, okay? We will change it. So that's it basically for inside of the box itself. Before going any further with the tablets, first want to show you an extra package, which is not for free, this one. So it's available for 30 euros on our website. So this is actually the case and the Bluetooth keyboard all together. This is produced by Ramos. You see here. This is not generic, okay, it is really from Ramos. So we can have a look here. So at this time, only the white one is available. So here, this is the place for the keyboard, and here for the tablet. When it's closed, you can see that we do have something to put it back, okay. And for the keyboard, we can have a look in order to know what's going on. So here you can see some specifications of the keyboard, okay. Inside we also have a micro USB cable, just in case that you don't have any more battery and you need to charge it. Otherwise, the keyboard itself, which is a nice finishing, okay, so you can see here. With the ability to connect on, off. You see it's working, no problem at all. And you can connect. So basically, when you want to put it, you will put it here. It's perfect for it's inbuilt basically, so you will have to take out the stickers and just put it on it. And we also have this kind of little buttons you can put on every corner of your keyboard, and like that, you know, when you put the tablet, it will not, you know, it will not do anything to the tablet. Okay, so that's it basically for what he has. So this is for 30 euros on electrofame.com on our website. So if you want it, just check it when you check out. Okay, so this is a tablet now. Well, this is the Ramos I10 Pro. So we can open it to see what is going on. So let's have a look behind first. So we have two speakers on the back, one here and one here. Okay. Otherwise, we have here the camera, 5 megapixels. We also have on the side the 3.5mm jack, the micro USB. Here is the lights when it's charging, and here is the when you plug it to the wall, so to recharge your tablets. And here this is the SD card up to 64 gigabytes. And here is actually one cool feature of this Ramos i10 Pro. Just here we have a Huawei mobile broadband dongle for internet. So this is a E1220. So you see where we can put like a SIM card inside, and then you can access to internet on the go wherever you want in the world, just with this little cool dongle. Okay, so that's for the back. On the side you can see it's this black finishing. So I already showed this side with all the plugs. And here we have the power button and the volume button. Okay. Otherwise, this is how is a tablet. So on the front we have the camera and the sensors too. So basically that's it for the tablet itself. So this tablet is a 10 inches screen, okay, with a frame rate of 1610. So we have both systems on it, Windows and Android, okay. So I will show you how to switch from each system. So basically, here I show you before you have the power button. So what you do is like you just press once to the power button, and here you see that we have Windows and Android which is appearing. So then you press the volume button to the bottom or to the top, no matter, and you see it will select both systems. So you can choose, and here we can, so when you select that it's Windows, when it's green here on the little, it's for Android. So then you press again the power button and you will reach the system you want, okay. So that's just for introducing how to launch the tablets and this appearance. So now I will basically launch Android, explain all what it's about, and then I will finish by showing the Windows system on it. Android. So here we are inside. So this is Android 4.22 for the people who don't know. So first of all, what I want to show is the brightness. So we'll put in full brightness, like that. You can see what is going on for this review. So if we have a quick look first at the dongle, the toggle, you can see that we have access to the Wi-Fi, the battery, aeroplane mode, no service for the 3G cards, the brightness, the settings, rotation, so we can auto rotate or not, and the Bluetooth on off. So before going to the settings, what I want to show you is the basic icons we have. So as you see, we do have the Play Store. Otherwise, we have all other basic applications. So you can install all of your favorite applications without any trouble with the Play Store. Everything is working well and fine. So otherwise, you have access to widgets as well, as usual. No problem at all. You can choose a lot and download some. No problem. So now what I want to show you is the settings. So if we go into it, we have, of course, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, hotspot, data usage, and more. So we can go into more, and then we see we have aeroplane, VPN, tethering, mobile networks, the sounds with different options, the display. So you can set up different things for sure. The storage. So the storage, I didn't say anything about it now, but here you can see this is 4 GB, but the whole tablet is 32 GB. I will try to explain quickly, which means that basically among the 32 GB, 20 GB are from for the Windows system, 4 GB are for Android, and the 7.55 left are actually for the dual boot OS, because it's quite complicated to make it, and this is one of the first world tablet having the dual boot OS on it. Okay, so the battery, this is an 8000 mAh battery, which allows you to work for maybe up to 9 hours, 11 hours maybe on video play. The videos, you have Intel Smart Videos to enhance all the videos on it. Otherwise, we have the languages, so we can check all languages on it. So here is the list. So feel free to check yours. The list is pretty long. Okay. So then here you can see that we have the Google Play Store with the Google account, no problem at all. If we go to developer options, it's usually the basic ones as usual. Okay. Just to have more access to everything about the tablet, we can verify this is Android 4.22 Jelly Bean, no problem. So now let's go back and let's have a look really at the specifications. So this tablet, we made already the score on I10 benchmark. So for the people who don't know yet what is a benchmark, this allows you to test the performances of your tablet and to get a score out of it. So the score here, as you can see, is 32,982, which is almost 33,000, which is a very, very good score for a tablet nowadays. So we can even see the ranking if you want to see it. So as you see, we're just below Xiaomi Mi 3 and the Galaxy Note 3, and more than the LG G2 and the Redmi Note and the S4. It's a very, very good score, especially for dual boot OS. So let's try to understand better what is going on in this tablet. So we see here that we have, so this is a Ramos i10 Pro, of course, 4.22. So this is the Intel Atom processor Z3740D, clocked at 1.33 GHz. Okay. So we have the Intel HD graphics for Bale Trail. So this is a generation 7. So this is a GPU. The resolution is 1920 by 1200. Okay. So otherwise, here you see that we have only 4 GB of internal memory, and we have 2 gigabytes of RAM. Okay, so if we go down a bit, so we see here this is a quad-core processor clocked at 1.9 gigahertz in fact. Okay, so if we go down, we have a density of 240 dpi, 2 cameras, one on the front of 2 megapixels and one on the back of 5 megapixels. And for the sensors, we have quite a bunch. So basically, we don't have the proximity sensor, we don't have the temperature sensor, the pressure sensor, the ambient temperature sensor, and the relative humidity sensor. Okay. So basically, that's it for the specifications. So now, what we can check is actually the multi-touch as well. So if we try on the tablet, we put all of our fingers on it and we have 10. So this is a 10 points multi-touch screen. So this is, yeah, I forgot to say about that, but this is an IPS HD display. With a tempered glass with double-sided crystal plate glaze for a sparkling refined look and durability on it. So it's very, very tough stuff, and it's very, very good. So we can come back, and I want to show you about the roots. So here it says, sorry, this device doesn't have proper root access, so you cannot change, you know, the Android version on it. Otherwise you will have to root and to void the warranty. Okay, so please bear that in mind. So for the sensors, we can have a quick look at it, and here you see that the accelerometer is working with no problem. Okay, if we go back, we have the light sensor. So here we can see that this is working very well. Then we have the orientation sensor. So it is working, we have it. The gyroscope sensor, so it's not that easy to see on it, but it is working perfectly. We have the sound sensor, which is reacting. The magnetic sensor, the e-compass, and basically that's it for what we can test so far. Okay. And now what I want to show you is actually the videos, the sound and everything. So what I want to show you first is actually we have on this tablet the ability to play 4K video, so which is a new feature nowadays for movies. So to show you that, to prove you that actually it's possible, we can go inside of the gallery and you already have like a 4K movie on it from the factory. So we can start to play it. So the quality is extremely nice. It really feels real, basically. So you will really enjoy, you know, playing like 4K movies on it with a great quality without any trouble at all. So now we can have a look at the Files Manager, and I do want to show you a GoPro video. Okay, so we will put the sound to the maximum here. Let's see. So obviously this tablet with a resolution of 1920 by 1200, sorry, will be very nice for watching movies. So you have a full wide angle as well. So You cannot really check so much because of reflection, but it is no problem at all. The sound is quite powerful, and you will see it will get better and better. So the sound will be alright. It is pretty powerful, so you can watch movie easily without any trouble at all. As you see, the auto rotation is working without any trouble. So we can come back. This is what I wanted to show you, and otherwise we can have a look at the graphic performances. For that, I've been downloading Asphalt 8, which is one of the latest games available on the Play Store for free. So this is a good racing game which is asking quite a lot of. So let's start the race. So as you see, there is no trouble to play, it's very smooth, which is actually normal regarding what the tablet has for the hardware. So you will be able to enjoy the latest movies, the latest games without any trouble at all. Alright, so we can come back, and basically you can see that you can play the latest games on this tablet without any trouble at all. So basically that's it for the Android part of the Ramos i10 Pro. So to make a quick summary about it, just to remind you what is going on. So we have the Intel Atom Z3740D clocked at 1.8 GHz, 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of memory, but 4 gigs only available for the Android partition. Okay. So we have a 10 inches tablet in here with HD, IPS HD with a resolution of 1920 by 1200. Okay, so we have a 10 points multi-touch, a very powerful battery. If I didn't say it before, this is a 10,000 mAh, which allows you up to let's say 9 hours of active use and maybe 11 hours of video play. We also have premium speakers with features, AAC technology for super and sound quality, as you could check it out before. Otherwise, we also have crystal glass, double-sided, for refined look and durability on the screen. GPS on it, so dual OS as I said before, and you can expect an Android 4.4 KitKat upgrade sooner or later for sure. Dual cameras, 2 megapixels and 5 megapixels on the back. We also had a micro SD up to 64 gigabytes. the wireless TV, so works with Miracast and Chromecast, for example, so you can display on the TVs or large screens, for example, the Bluetooth, and without forgetting here the Huawei Stick 3G module, okay? Works with GSM networks worldwide up to from 900 MHz and 2100 MHz, okay? So this is basically for the Ramos i10 Pro and Android part, and now let's have a look then at the Windows part. So now for the Windows side, let's do the same like for Android at the beginning, how I explained to you. So first you just press quickly the power button and then you choose with the volume button and you press again to validate the choice. So we can do it. I press one quick. So you see you have two icons appearing. You highlight the Windows one and you just power on, and that's it. So as you see, Windows is starting, and here we go. So this is what we get basically. So this is Windows 8.1. As I showed you before, inside of the box you have a license, so this is an official version of it without any trouble at all. So maybe we can have a quick introduction to Windows 8.1 for the people who don't really know what to do with or what are the different possibilities. So here this is a quick access, what we call all the tiles. So I will explain quickly how it works, but what I want to show before is like, okay, what do we have exactly first? So here you see we have the mail, Skype, calendar, help and tips, people, OneDrive, the temperature, weather forecast, the pictures, desktop, some other icons, and here you can see what you can do quite a lot. So you have different stuff on the go, so which is updating all day long, you know. So the interesting point in that is like if you click on desktop, you arrive on a real desktop like you can have on any other computer in this world, okay? So you can see that here we have like few different icons which appeared. So we have the browser for Internet Explorer, we have the file manager here, and we have this little icon which is a Windows one. So what happens when we click on it? First we come back here. However, if you keep pressing on it, then you have like a menu which appears, so we can have a look. So programs and features, mobility center, power options, event viewer, system, device manager, network connections, disk management, computer management, command prompt, task manager, control panel, file explorer, search, run, shutdown, sign out, and desktop, okay? So then we can have a look, for example, at File Explorer. So you see it opening like a window, and here you can see on the local disk, you know, we have 19.4 gigabytes of partition for Windows, and before I told you it was like 4 gigabytes for Android. So basically altogether we like 24 gigabytes. However, they claim they have 32 gigabytes, so you have to bear in mind that 7.55 roundabout, you know, are used basically for the two systems to cooperate all together, okay? So otherwise, you see that it's the same exactly. So you double click and you reach any other place on the desktop. It's exactly the same than any other stuff. So for the people who know how to use Windows, no problem. So we can close it. And for example, when you're here and you want to come back to the tiles homepage, here you have these big buttons, so you can press it. And here we come back, you know, so this is a touch button, okay? So that was just to show you quickly the desktop. We'll come back to it quite shortly. First, what I want to show you is like if you drag from the right to the left here, you have like a little menu bar which appears on the side, which has search, share, start, devices, and settings. So for sure, for example, you will have to select some applications before. However, I didn't do it before. So for the devices, here you can see, so you can play, print and have projects, so you can connect yourself to other devices. And the settings which is quite important. So here you can personalize, for example, so you can have a look. So we can choose something else, for example. So here you can see we change, and we can totally change the whole background, so you can customize as much as you want, and everything is customizable. Okay, so then we also have the tiles. Oh, sorry. So for the tiles here, we have, so show more tiles in the start screen, show more apps in apps view, and show administrative tools. So for example here, if I click on it, you see that of course then I get much more tiles on it, so I can put more on the screen basically. So if we come back to the other settings, so less. Okay, so it depends how you feel about that. Okay, so otherwise on the bottom here you have, so the Wi-Fi, we have the sound, so we can set up to the maximum, the screen, which is the brightness. Okay, notifications, the power, and the keyboard. So let's have a look at the settings here. So on the settings here on PC and devices, so you can change basically the lock screen preview. Okay, so we can have a quick look, see where you go. So lock screen apps too, so you can have access right away to some apps on the lock screen. Swipe down on the lock screen to use a camera too, so we will try it later. Then customize your display, so you can change the resolution and connect it to wireless display like Miracast, for example. So we have the Bluetooth, the different devices which are connected. So here you can see that, for example, our printer is connected to our network, so we can print right away from here. The mouse and trackpad that you can customize, to typing as well and spelling. The corner edges, and for the brightness as well, and the sleep, so on power and one plugged in, autoplay. So the disk space, so here you can see that we have really 19.4 gigabytes for free and 6.95 available now. And for the PC info, you can see what's going on exactly. So we have 2 gigabytes of RAM, as said in I10. So this is 1.33 gigahertz for the 3740D for the Intel Atom. 10 points capacitive touchscreen, Windows 8.1, and that's it basically. So we can come back here. And now what I want to show you, for example, is like if you drag from the, okay, if you drag from the bottom to the top here, we have like a little line which is appearing. So this is customized. So if we click on it, oh. So when you click on it, you have like, basically you can rename your groups here. So you can put like whatever. So then you will have like a group name for this kind of tile. You can even move and rearrange, every tile as you want, and create different groups. So if you want to put this one in a new group, you can create a new group very easily. So you can customize and rearrange your whole tile desktop kind of, easily without any trouble at all. Okay, so once you're done, then if we go down here, you have access to all the application. So you can see it's quite a lot. So we can have a look actually at all what is inside. So here you see that we have everything: the alarms, calculator, calendar, camera, desktop, finance, food, games, health, fitness, Internet Explorer, of course, mail, maps, news, OneDrive, PC settings, reader, the scan if you have a scanner, stand recorder, the store from Windows. So yeah, Windows 8.1 is working not on the Google account like Android, but it's working on the Windows account. So feel free to create one or not, and it's up to you. Otherwise, travel, video, weather, and we do have we do have a lot of other applications here. So all administrative tools as found as normal Windows. So the Windows accessories, WordPads, magnifier, control panel. Okay. So here's the same. You can rearrange by date install, most used, or by category. So everything is customizable without any trouble at all. Okay. So this is very, very useful. So otherwise, here on the top, you can see that you can change your account picture, lock or sign out right away. Very quick and easy. Okay, we were talking about the camera before, so let's try it. So this is, we changed the background before, if you remember. And here I drag from the top to the bottom, and I have right away access to the camera. So you see that this is working basically, okay? So we can come back. Now what I want to focus a little bit on is actually the desktop itself, because it's a bit different from other versions of Android and some people might get a bit lost. So what is important to remember is like, okay, on the right is the same. We still have the date and all the different icons like the battery, the wireless, the sound and everything. However, this is what is important. It's on the right here. So you might have to stay on it, and then you have access to a lot of different things. So for example, we can have a look at the control panel. So it's the same like the other one, so no problem at all. However, now what I want to make is a quick tutorial on how to change a language on Windows 8.1. So we can, here in the control panel, click on add a language, and here we have access to different languages, okay? So you can choose your different language and then install one. So I invite you to look at one other video we have to see in details how to add a new language on a Windows 8.1 tablet, okay? So we'll explain that in another YouTube video on our channel. So we can just come back. So here, as you can see, it's the same like any other Windows. So you have the same control panel. If we go again on it here, you can see that we can have actually the mobility center. So it's a quick access to some display brightness, mute, the battery, the primary landscape. Okay, so also we do have actually the so you can go to the program and features, so you can uninstall and deinstall right away everything what you want and turn the Windows features on and off without any trouble. So it's just to show you that you can have access to everything like a normal computer without any trouble. so you can create a new folder and everything. This is exactly the same, so you can have still quick access to anything. So here, if you drag from, okay, I can come back. So if you drag from the, we can for example start a few applications, so like for example that, and then we can start some other stuff. So, and if we come back to the top here, if you drag from the left to the right, you can see that we can switch between all different applications that we already have in memory and opened. Okay, so this is pretty useful for quick access on the go. So, and that's it basically for the Windows version. So you can always have a very quick access to everything without any trouble at all. Okay. So here's the same. You can customize and do whatever you want. It's unlimited. Okay. So we do not want to focus so much on the Windows version. This is not for a tutorial in here, but if you have any trouble, you can still ask us, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. As you can see, you can install any other programs. You can have access to internet on Windows. It's just like it's the same like what you can find on any other computer, and you have it on this tablet, the Ramos i10 Pro. Okay. So this is it basically for the review of the Ramos i10 Pro finally. So we can make like a very quick summary again if you really want to remember what's going on. So the highlights, you know, of this model are really so the dual boot OS, you know, abilities, so you can quickly change between Android and Windows. However, we still advise people actually to insert SD card inside, because you only have 4 GB for Android and 20 GB with maybe 6 free, you know, for Windows. So we strongly advise people to insert a SD card, and in the meantime you can also share your files between the two systems easily like that. Then the other features we do have is like 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of RAM, as I just said, and 10 inches IPS HD screen, resolution of 1920 by 1200, which is very good for such a device. 10 points multi-touch. The battery, which is like 10,000, so you will have like a lot of hours, you know, in front of you to do whatever you want. Also have GPS, dual cameras that you can use on both systems. We have the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, and the wireless TV, so you can project that on a bigger screen, like the Miracast ability and Chromecast, for example. And we do have also a Huawei Stick 3G model on the back that we cannot forget, and I showed you before. Okay, so if you want to have access to internet wherever you want in this world, okay. So these are the highlights basically of the Ramos i10 Pro. So I hope you enjoyed this review. So if you have any question, feel free to leave a comment below this video and we will talk about it and we will discuss, no problem about it. If you want to purchase this tablet and also the extra pack with the keyboard and the case, feel free to visit our website at ElectroFame.com, so www.electrofame.com, and you can also click on the left top corner of this video to have a quick access to this item on our website. And otherwise, until then, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you later for the next one then. Bye bye!